Welcome to a journey of enlightenment and wisdom, where we explore timeless life lessons from one of history's most profound spiritual teachers, Gautama Buddha. Buddha's teachings transcend cultures and generations, offering guidance on how to navigate the complexities of life. He shared insights that resonate deeply within us, illuminating the path toward inner peace, compassion, and understanding. In a world filled with distractions and uncertainties, the lessons of Buddha remind us of the importance of mindfulness, the power of love and compassion, and the necessity of self-reflection. From the Four Noble Truths to the Noble Eightfold Path, Buddha's wisdom encourages us to seek clarity amidst chaos and to cultivate a life of purpose. Join us as we delve into these life lessons, drawing inspiration from Buddha's teachings to enrich our lives and the lives of those around us. Let us awaken our minds and open our hearts to the profound truths that guide us toward a more meaningful existence. Are you ready to embark on this transformative journey? Let's begin. Today we will learn about Buddha's next life lesson: generosity. Generosity is the act of giving freely and selflessly to others without expecting anything in return. It is a fundamental virtue valued across cultures, religions, and philosophies, symbolizing kindness, compassion, and altruism. Generosity extends beyond material gifts. It includes the giving of time, energy, attention, love, and support. It is an expression of empathy and concern for the well-being of others, reflecting a deep sense of interconnectedness and community. Key aspects of generosity: selflessness. Generosity is rooted in selflessness, the ability to prioritize the needs and happiness of others over one's own desires or gain. A generous person gives without expecting a reward, recognition, or any form of reciprocity. The act of giving is itself the reward. Compassion. Generosity is often motivated by compassion, the deep awareness of and empathy for the suffering of others. Compassionate individuals feel a natural urge to alleviate the hardships of others, whether through material support, emotional comfort, or simply being present. Abundance mindset. A key characteristic of generosity is the belief in abundance rather than scarcity. Generous individuals trust that there is enough to go around and that giving to others does not diminish their own resources. This mindset fosters a sense of gratitude and contentment. As they focus on what they can give rather than what they might lack. Voluntariness. Generosity must be voluntary, it cannot be forced or coerced. True generosity comes from a sincere desire to help and uplift others, not from obligation or pressure. When giving is done freely and willingly, it carries a positive energy that benefits both the giver and the receiver. Universal and inclusive. Generosity transcends boundaries such as race, religion, nationality, and social status. A truly generous person offers their help and resources to anyone in need, regardless of differences. This inclusiveness strengthens social bonds and promotes unity and understanding. Varied forms. Generosity is not limited to financial or material contributions. It can manifest in many forms, including time, volunteering, spending time with someone in need, or simply listening to others. Skills, sharing knowledge, expertise, or talents to help others. Support, offering emotional support, encouragement, or mentorship. Kindness, small acts of kindness, such as holding a door open, offering a smile, or helping a stranger. Benefits of generosity: enhanced well-being. Generosity is closely linked to improved mental and emotional well-being. Studies show that generous individuals tend to experience higher levels of happiness, satisfaction, and a sense of purpose. The act of giving stimulates the release of endorphins, often referred to as the helper's high, which boosts mood and overall happiness. Strengthened relationships. Generosity fosters stronger, more meaningful relationships. When you give selflessly to others, it builds trust, deepens connections, and encourages a culture of reciprocity and mutual support. Generous people are often seen as more likable, approachable, and trustworthy. Social harmony. Generosity contributes to social harmony by reducing inequalities and helping those in need. It creates a sense of community and solidarity, as people come together to support one another. In societies where generosity is valued and practiced, there tends to be a greater sense of collective well-being and social cohesion. Personal growth. Being generous can lead to personal growth and development. It encourages self-reflection, empathy, and a deeper understanding of others' experiences. Generosity also helps individuals cultivate virtues such as humility, gratitude, and kindness, enriching their character and worldview. Increased gratitude. Generosity nurtures a sense of gratitude, both in the giver and the receiver. When you give, you become more aware of your own blessings and the abundance in your life. This awareness fosters a positive attitude and a greater appreciation for what you have. Positive ripple effect. Generosity often creates a positive ripple effect, inspiring others to act generously as well. When people witness acts of kindness and giving, they are more likely to be motivated to do the same. This chain reaction can lead to widespread positive change in communities and societies. Generosity in different cultures and religions. 1. Buddhism. In Buddhism, generosity, or dana, is one of the foundational practices on the path to enlightenment. It is considered the first of the 10 perfections, pramithas, and involves giving without attachment or expectation of return. Buddhists believe that practicing generosity helps reduce self-centeredness and cultivate compassion and detachment from material possessions. 2. Christianity. Generosity is a central virtue in Christianity, often associated with love and charity. The Bible encourages believers to give freely and joyfully, as a reflection of God's love and grace. The concept of tithing, giving a portion of one's income to the church or charity, is a common practice, emphasizing the importance of sharing one's blessings with others. 3. Islam. In Islam, generosity is a highly regarded virtue, embodied in the practices of zakat and sadaqah. Zakat is one of the 5 pillars of Islam, requiring Muslims to give a portion of their wealth to those in need. Sadaqah, on the other hand, refers to voluntary charity given out of compassion, love, and solidarity. Generosity is seen as a way to purify one's wealth and soul. 4. Hinduism. Generosity is deeply embedded in Hindu culture and spirituality. The concept of dana refers to the act of giving, which is considered a sacred duty and a way to accumulate positive karma. Hindus are encouraged to practice generosity by giving food, money, or time to those in need, with the belief that it will bring spiritual merit and blessings. 5. Judaism. In Judaism, generosity is closely linked to the concept of tzedakah, which means righteousness or justice. It is a moral obligation to give to those in need and to support charitable causes. Generosity in Judaism is not just about giving money, but also about offering time, resources, and acts of kindness to help others. 6. Indigenous cultures. Many indigenous cultures place a strong emphasis on generosity, often viewing it as essential to maintaining harmony within the community. The concept of gift economies is prevalent, where the exchange of gifts, resources, and support is a way to build and sustain relationships. Generosity is seen as a way to honor the interconnectedness of all life. Challenges to generosity. Fear of scarcity. one of the main challenges to practicing generosity is the fear of not having enough. This scarcity mindset can lead to hoarding, reluctance to share, and a focus on personal gain over communal well-being. Overcoming this fear requires cultivating trust in the abundance of life and recognizing that giving often leads to receiving in unexpected ways. Selfishness and ego can hinder generosity by making individuals overly focused on their own needs and desires. When the ego dominates, it can lead to a reluctance to give freely, as the individual may be more concerned with preserving their own resources or status. Lack of empathy. Generosity is driven by empathy and concern for others. A lack of empathy can make it difficult for individuals to understand or care about the needs of others, leading to a reluctance to engage in acts of giving. Cultural and social barriers. In some cultures or social contexts, generosity may be limited by norms or expectations. For example, in highly individualistic societies, there may be less emphasis on communal sharing and more focus on personal success, which can make generosity less common or less valued. Burnout. While generosity is a positive virtue, it is important to practice it in a balanced way. Overgiving or neglecting one's own needs can lead to burnout, exhaustion, and resentment. Generosity should be practiced in a way that is sustainable and mindful of one's own well-being. Developing generosity. Start small. Generosity doesn't have to be grand or overwhelming. Begin with small acts of kindness, such as offering a smile, holding a door open, or donating a small amount to charity. These small gestures can build the habit of generosity over time. Practice gratitude. Regularly practicing gratitude can increase your awareness of your own blessings, making you more inclined to share them with others. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, generosity becomes a natural extension of your gratitude. Empathize with others. Cultivate empathy by actively trying to understand and connect with the experiences of others. When you see the world through someone else's eyes, you are more likely to feel compassion and a desire to help. Set an example. Being a role model of generosity can inspire others to act similarly. By openly practicing generosity in your daily life, you encourage those around you to do the same, creating a positive ripple effect. Give anonymously. To cultivate true selflessness, try giving anonymously. When you give without the possibility of receiving recognition or thanks, you experience the pure joy of generosity and strengthen your altruistic nature. Volunteer your time. Generosity is not just about money or material goods, it's also about giving your time and energy. Volunteering for causes you care about is a powerful way to practice generosity and make a meaningful impact. A short story about generosity. The tale of the generous merchant. In the bustling town of Ilaria, renowned for its vibrant markets and colorful festivals, lived a merchant named Elias. He was known far and wide for his vast collection of goods, from spices and silks to rare gemstones. Despite his wealth, Elias was a humble man who believed in the power of kindness and generosity. One cold winter evening, as Elias was closing his shop, he noticed a young woman standing outside, shivering and clutching a small bundle. She looked weary and forlorn, her clothes ragged and worn. Elias felt a pang of sympathy in his heart and invited her inside. "Welcome, dear," Elias said warmly. "How can I assist you?" The young woman, whose name was Alara, hesitated before speaking. "I have nothing to offer but a small bit of bread, and I am in need of a warm place to stay for the night," Elias smiled gently. "You need not offer anything. You are welcome here. Please, come in and make yourself comfortable." As Alara entered the shop, she marveled at the variety of goods on display. Elias offered her a hot meal and a cozy place by the fire. While they ate, Elara shared her story. She had lost her home and her livelihood due to a recent flood that devastated her village. She had traveled to Ilaria in search of work, but opportunities were scarce, and the harsh winter made her journey even more challenging. Elias listened intently and then made a decision. Elara, I cannot stand by while you struggle. I will offer you a place to stay and work in my shop. In return, you will be provided with food, shelter, and a fair wage. Elara's eyes widened with gratitude. Are you sure? I am a stranger to you, Elias nodded. Generosity is not about knowing someone, it's about doing what is right and kind. For the next several months, Elara worked diligently in Elias's shop. She proved to be a valuable asset, helping organize goods and interact with customers. Despite the cold weather and the challenges she faced, she was grateful for the warmth and security Elias provided. One spring day, as the town of Ilaria celebrated the festival of renewal, Elara noticed a familiar face among the crowd, a young boy from her village. Now grown up and searching for her. His name was Liam, and he had come to Ilaria to find her, having heard of her kindness and the new opportunity she had found. Elara and Liam embraced, and she shared her story of how Elias had helped her in her time of need. Liam was deeply moved and wanted to express his gratitude. Elias, upon meeting Liam, welcomed him with open arms and offered him a chance to work in his shop as well. The generosity that Elias had shown to Elara extended further, creating a ripple effect that touched many lives. Liam's arrival brought additional skills and energy to the shop, and together with Elara, they contributed to the success of the business. Years passed. And Elias's shop flourished, not just because of the quality of goods it offered, but also because of the kindness and generosity that defined its spirit. The shop became a place where people came not only to buy goods but also to experience the warmth of community and the joy of giving. Elias's legacy of generosity lived on in the hearts of those he had helped. Elara and Liam continued to run the shop, using the profits to support other individuals in need, perpetuating the cycle of kindness that Elias had started. In the end, the story of Elias, Elara, and Liam became a cherished tale in Ilaria, reminding everyone that true wealth is measured not by material possessions but by the impact one's generosity has on the lives of others. The town thrived on the principles of compassion and selflessness, making it a beacon of hope and kindness for all who visited. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the timeless wisdom of Buddha. We've explored profound life lessons that offer us a deeper understanding of suffering, the nature of our desires, and the path to true inner peace and liberation. The Four Noble Truths teach us to recognize and accept the reality of suffering, to understand its origins, and to believe in the possibility of its end. By following the Noble Eightfold Path, we can cultivate a life of mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom, leading us to profound inner transformation and lasting happiness. Remember, these teachings are not just ancient philosophies but practical guides for our everyday lives. Whether it's through right understanding, right action, or right mindfulness, each step we take on this path brings us closer to a state of balance and serenity. As we conclude, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each of you for your time, attention, and openness to these teachings. Your willingness to learn and grow is the first step towards a more enlightened and peaceful existence. Thank you for being a part of this journey. If you found value in these lessons, please share them with others who might benefit. Together, we can spread the light of wisdom and compassion in our world. Until next time, may you walk your path with mindfulness and may your life be filled with peace and joy. Namaste.